Okay, thank you everybody for being here. I would like to say, first of all, thanks to Dr. Allison, the head of Eastern Health and Callie's boss. Thank you for the promotion. That's what Callie told me.
I got to start
So I didn't really know I had to say anything until this morning. So I came downtown an hour early, and I went and saw in the Urine Pub and had a couple of beers and did some contemplating. And there's a few things that I'm going to say. But first of all, there's something that I'm supposed to say. And I'll get to that at the end, but I'm going to tell you what it is so that you guys can remind me in case I forget. So I'm going to welcome Callie to the family, but I'm not going to do that right yet. So if I get carried away and I forget and I just start to walk away to the bar, just remind me. So the last couple of weeks, there's been a ton of thoughts going through my head, and I didn't make any notes. But I'm going to see if I can remember some of the things that I was thinking about. Some thoughts I had about Callie. Oh, good. I switched some water, and now she's bringing me wine. You know, I guess one of the earliest things I remember about Callie is she was born in Germany when I was posted there with the military, and I remember being able to take Callie when she was just I don't know, maybe a couple of months old. She used to stand on the palm of my hand, and I used to be able to walk around the room with Callie on the palm of my hand. And the day that she was christened, she stood on the palm of my hand in her christening dress, and I don't know how the hell she did it. She had great balance. But anyway, so that's some memories. Later on, some of the other things I remember is when I was a single dad with Callie and Shannon both living with me, and I would come home and find pantyhose and various things hanging off the shower rail. And I can remember when I worked at a college in Kitchener, and I had to, we were having a potluck at the college, and I decided to cook up some Swedish meatballs and get them all ready, and in the morning, and I came downstairs and I laid them down, and I went up, and her dog Zoe ate the whole thing of meatballs. Yeah, I went back downstairs, there was nothing in the bowl, and she was just licking her lips and stuff. But I'm very fortunate to have such wonderful daughters and a wonderful son. And sons. I don't have sons yet, but they can work on that. After today, it's legal when they can do it. You know, somebody asked me what I was going to say, and I said I have a theme for tonight. And really, the theme that I have is family and friends. And I can't stress enough how important it is for me, and I'm sure for Karen and I, and for Callie and Callie, to have all of you here today. The fact that people have flown in from as far away as South Africa, from Ontario, from Florida. If I'm missing a place, then let me know. But you know what? It's really great to be surrounded by people that you love and that love you. It's really great to be surrounded by good people. I'm really fortunate to have such great kids. You know, they've turned out fantastic. The partners that they've met are absolutely unbelievable. I've always felt fortunate for my family. You know, I've been gone for, I think it's 39 years now that I left home. I left Newfoundland. And I tried to always make a point of trying to get Callie and Shannon to know that they had roots, know that they had a place to come home to. Tried to always make sure that they knew their aunts and uncles. And this past week and a half, I've met Callie's parents and his brother Rudy and Rudy's wife Emma, and I've come to realize that there's a lot more families in a world like ours that appreciate family, that appreciate friends, and that's fantastic. It's really great to meet you guys, Krista and Chief and Rudy and Emma and Callie. You guys have a fantastic family. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. It doesn't matter where you go or how far apart you are. Family is a strength, and friends are a strength. And we've got some friends here that when Callie sent out her invitations, they just booked their flights and they were here. And that's a pretty warm feeling, for me and for Callie. And I told Callie and Shannon today before we walked up the aisle, it was probably an opportune time, but I told them how much they meant to me, and maybe I shouldn't have gotten crying right at that second before we walked up the aisle.
It was just the worst time ever.
But anyway, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to let you know how important it is to us that you are here, and I really want to emphasize how important family is. It's absolutely fantastic. I want to welcome Callie to our family. Remember, I said I want to welcome Callie to our family, and not just Callie, but Callie and his family. To our family. Callie, you're a fantastic person. When Callie called me a year and a half, 2 years ago, I don't know when it was, but she said, Dad, she said, I met a really great guy. And I said, well, that's fantastic, baby, it's really great. She said, I said, how'd you meet him? She said, well, he was stopped in St. John's. And for a stopover. And she said, he's going to sail through the Northwest Passage. And I went, oh my God. The Northwest Passage has been on my bucket list since I've been 5 years old. I've always wanted to sail through the Northwest Passage. And I said, you know what? This guy must be fantastic. I didn't ask a lot more, and then a couple of months later, she said, you know what? She said, Dad, the guy I met that was sailing through the Northwest Passage, they're in Vancouver now, and he's flying back here for Thanksgiving. Oh, Callie, he must be an awesome guy. He sailed through the Northwest Passage. I couldn't get that out of my head, right? So I said, where's he from? She said, South Africa. I said, Callie, couldn't you have held out and met a scientist from Antarctica or something? Just maybe a little bit further but you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where your kids or your family end up. The main thing is that they're content in life and they're happy with what they do and who they meet. And Callie, you're a fantastic individual. You guys have a strong family, and that makes me really happy. And I'd like to welcome you to our family.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Who's up next? Chief?
Chief's there.
Where is Chief? Chief!
Don't let it eat you.
You're up next, sir.
last post.
No, we got a while ago yet.
In the army they used to play that when it's finished, you know. Ja, baie dankie vir almal wat dankie is. As 'n Suid-Afrikaner is dit my voorreg. Shall I continue in this way? All I would like to prove is I'm Afrikaans speaking, so please bear with me with the English. If this, my wife is also such on me with the tenses. You must speak in the present tense and don't think in the past tense. So please bear with me. Otherwise I'm going to switch to Afrikaans. Or I will go and say Dumela, Likai.
I'll translate.
Yeah, that's one of our other languages. When I was there in the bar, I think it's that lady over there. You man. Yeah. She said, and the other lady, she said, thank you for this, the party or the celebrations, we enjoy it. And then my words was exactly what Earl has just said now. I said to the young lady, if it was not for you that have been here, there won't be a party. So the guest is the most important part of everything here. And they have been very good selected, I must say that, to come to the point. A couple of years ago, after already met Emma and get married, our son there, let me first put it this way. Myself and Krista is a little bit, we are religious people in the sense, and I'm not bragging with that. Everything in our life is based on our religion. We believe that things happen with purpose. So we have started praying the good Lord to provide our son with someone that loves him. And we went on praying for a couple of years, 5 years. I don't know, and I'm not here to brag, but I must do this, otherwise I'm a hypocrite, and I'm a hypocrite. Every night, on that side of the bed it's she, on this side of the floor it's me, and we were praying, Callie, for a lady that would be good to our son. And today, I want to say thanks to the good Lord for what He has done in sending you, like Earl have said, coming the northern Northwest Passage, from South Africa to a place where the yacht come in, and you have know how we met Callie. If people believe this is just happening, not me and my wife. We believe it was an answer. Is it so, Mother? and we are proud on you. And Callie, I tell you today, on behalf of me and Krista and Rudy and Emma, that man which is next to you, he has landed here and he will be with you until the end. Okay.
Amen.
All I want to say. And then lastly, I want to say that if you ever want to go somewhere for guidance, Callie, before I do that, that's your new family. The man next to you, you must respect him. You must look after him the way you look at me. If there's any problems in your life here, consult him. I've met him and I look into him and I think that Earl is someone that you can depend on. I believe that he's someone you can trust for good advice. I believe he will respect you as the husband of Callie, but I also like you to respect him as your father-in-law here. Okay, thank you for that. and with Karen as well. Sorry, Karen. Of him. As from today, he will respect you the way he respected his mother. He will treat you with the same dignity and the same love. That's how I
Raised.
raised him up.
Raised.
Raised him up. Now, Paul, I'm not going to ask you. I just want you, and then I'm not expecting something from you. I just want to ask you to come stand here. Please, man. No, you don't have to do anything. It's a promise. When I first come here, Callie and Rudy, Callie and Kelly has taken me and Krista to Pop and Nan. And I must tell you today, I don't have any parents anymore, in Krista also. But, and that I would like to say here, if you and Kelly ever experience, now I must choose my word, no, it's not wedding, it's marriage problems really. if you ever encounter where you have to consult someone for guidance or for advice, I have the greatest respect for these people. And to me, and I will go back to South Africa with one thing in my mind. I've met two people who has got a foundation, who has built their life, who have raised their kids, and who can look down today and say, we have come, we have accomplished, we have done what we have done. I met the brothers, I met the sister, I met the other one, and I can tell you, Bob, man, you can be proud of what you have achieved in life. To me, it's not hard. Yeah. So please, Callie, Kelly, let us always be your focus point in love, in life. These two people. Okay. They are absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Nan. Thank you, Paul.
I'm going to leave because now was a little joke. When the children was younger, we were young when the children was younger, they used to call me Daddy. And they'd say, Mom, where's Daddy? And when they got older, they used to say, Mom, where's the old man? And when they went away, they used to call me Collect. All his life. And he got the grandson to go out fishing with him. In the morning, he used to get the grandson to go out fishing with him. And when he'd get out, he used to say, now my son, fish on the left side of the boat today. And the grandson would fish on the left side of the boat, and they could fish. Next day he'd go out and he'd say, now my son, fish on the right side of the boat today. And they'd fish on the right side of the boat, and they'd get the fish. And he said, Pop, how come, he said, some days, he said, your fish is on the left side of the boat, and more days you want me to fish on the right side of the boat. Well, he said, when I get up in the morning, he said, if grandmother, he said, is on the left side, he said, I get up and she's sleeping on the left side, that's the side of the boat I fished on that day. And he said, I always get fish. The next morning, he said, if I get up, he said, and your grandmother is sleeping on her right side, he said, that's the side of the boat I fish on. And he said, I always get fish. But he said, Pop, he said, what about if you got up in the morning and you said grandmother was sleeping on her back? He said, son, I don't go fishing that morning.
We want to thank everyone for coming. Chief was absolutely right when he said the guests are the most important, and thank you. Some of you guys traveled across town, and some of you guys traveled from afar. Some of you traveled 26, 27 hours, and we appreciate every minute of time that you guys spent trying to be here with us today. Thank you.
My turn.
Yeah, your turn.
As eager as that might have seemed, I actually despise public speaking. We want to thank everybody, Joel and all the staff of Raymond's. You guys have done a phenomenal job. Maria and Joel, unfortunately, I think they may have left already, but I mean, it goes without saying that they did just as sterling a job. They've been busy from 10 o'clock this morning right through till 9 o'clock this morning, right through till, the absolute amazing job they did. Gord, our guitarist, he played earlier tonight. I think he may have left already as well. He did a sterling job, to say the least. Craig couldn't have done it any better, our winning officiant. We asked we asked him to be as to the point and punctual as possible. And I think if we did it any faster, we would have been rushed. So, Shannon, wherever you are. Not have been possible without Shannon's help. Not at all. There's no chance. With me working away and Kelly being out by herself, we could not have done this without your help.
If it weren't for Shannon, we'd all be on the beach right now.
And last but not at all least, Uncle Wayne, thank you so much for the videography and
And we also want to thank our wedding party. So again, we're going to thank Shannon for being the best matron of honor ever. There were a few times where the wedding planner matron of honor roles blurred. And she was telling me in her wedding planner voice to relax.
But with my maid of honor smile.
With her maid of honor smile. And would you believe that twice in this wedding planner process, twice, 2 separate people called me laid back.